Hello, I'm David Chaston with 989, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of the Fed laying the groundwork for upcoming rate rises. Janet Yellen has been giving her semi-annual testimony before the US Congress today. She said the Federal Reserve is preparing to consider interest rate hikes on a meeting-by-meeting basis. This is a subtle change of emphasis in how they see their plans for their first rate hike since 2006. She was very positive on the US economic progress and prospects, but she is keeping her options open. Their focus is turning away from jobs growth, which seems to be on a positive track up, to ensuring they're keeping inflation from getting too low. In related US economic news, American single-family home prices rose in December, led by strong increases in the western half of the United States, according to the Case-Shiller survey out overnight. The giant US services sector saw a fast rebound in growth during February, driven by the fastest rise in new work for 4 months. Jobs growth in the sector is clearly being sustained. However, American consumer confidence has fallen more than expected in February, pulling back from a multi-year high. It is still high, but the size of the pullback has gotten the market's attention. Across the Atlantic, Eurozone finance ministers have approved the reform proposal submitted by Greece in order to gain their extension to the bailout. But it involves some rather major compromises, mainly because it doesn't agree to roll back any of the previous government's debt repayment commitments. What the Greeks have proposed and what has been agreed to looks very woolly to me and will put Athens' government in a tough budget position. We'll revisit this crisis in 4 months' time. In India, tax officials there have searched the Mumbai headquarters of HSBC as part of a probe related to allegations that the bank's Swiss business helped Indian clients dodge taxes. US Treasury 10-year yields are unchanged at 2.07% in New York. We start today with our swap rates for terms 2 to 10 years lower by about 3 basis points. The crude oil price is also basically unchanged at just under $50 a barrel, the Brent crude just under $60 a barrel. The gold price, however, is moving down, is now at $1,194 an ounce. Also moving lower is the New Zealand dollar. Yellen's comments have seemed to have boosted the US dollar today. The Kiwi is now at 74.6 US cents, a drop of more than half a cent, at 95.6 Aussie cents, and the TWI is down to 78 even. I'm David Chaston. That was 989, brought to you by interest.co.nz.